Imagine being able to record your students' plays, reports, presentations, stories, science projects, and other collaborative efforts as a podcast. You could use these podcasts as study guides for tests, makeup work for absent students, or simply as memory keepsakes for you and your students. It would also give you the opportunity to share those assignments with people outside of your classroom, such as parents. For example, your yearbook class could record video clips of events, interviews, sports, plays, recitals, and pep rallies that take place over the school year. They could edit these videos with a music clip and load it to the school website as a vodcast. It could then be advertised as a supplemental part of the yearbook and could also serve as a free memory for students that don't buy a yearbook. Science students that are collaborating on weather forecasting projects would benefit greatly from podcasts. As a group, they can record video and audio reports of the various cloud formations, fronts, and temperatures. They can edit the video and save it as a vodcast, loading it to the class website. This makes for a great study guide when test time rolls around. Group projects often include reports that are presented to the rest of the class. These reports can be recorded as audio podcasts and placed on a school or class website so that parents can hear them too. For example, you can assign a group project in a history class that requires students to present a report about emperors of the Roman Empire. Rather than making a speech, they can record the report as a podcast with special sound effects and share it via the internet. So far, we've looked at a few ways to incorporate podcasts into lesson plans that include collaborative activities. Can you think of any more ways? In what subjects would you employ podcasts? Write out some ideas in the space provided, then click Next to continue with the lesson. When your entire class collaborates on a project, the fruit of that effort can be very rewarding. An entire book in an English class can be broken up by chapters, with each student assigned a separate chapter to summarize. The students can create podcast summaries of their respective chapters, and then you can play the summaries in class. Students can even make summaries exciting by adding special effects and music. You could also try having a geography class get to know each other better by creating a vodcast. Help them find pictures of the cities they were born in on the internet. Download the pictures and save them as JPEG files. Use a media player program such as QuickTime to convert the pictures into a slideshow for a vodcast. Save narration for the show and then post it to a class website. After the students view it, have them find the cities on a map. Even a math class can do collaborative projects with podcasting. Have an algebra class record the class lecture notes in the form of a radio broadcast. Convert the radio program to a podcast and place it on the class website. Then the students can access their notes from outside of the class to study, even if they are absent from class. Podcasts can be used in any class setting. Astronomy students can work together to create a vodcast of the constellations. The school newspaper staff can create a radio news show, or a health class can make a fitness vodcast. No matter how your students collaborate, they can use audio and video equipment to record their work and create a podcast to be shared with others. Here are some real-life examples of how the concepts discussed in this lesson could be used in a classroom, either as a teaching tool or an administrative aid.